Right, hello everybody. It is Christmas Eve and we're going to try this again. We've had a few problems connecting to the stream here. But hello, we are not on top of Bolsover Tunnel as we said we'd be on Christmas Eve. The weather has stopped us doing that, but instead we are on a different lost railway. We are here at Kilmarsh, just on the border basically between Derbyshire and South Yorkshire, and we are heading towards Rother Valley Country Park today. Now we've had a couple of aborted attempts at getting this stream online today, and so I'm hoping you're all going to be able to find us, but it's been a little bit tricky to get it working, shall we say. It's also a bit tricky today because there are literally thousands and thousands of people around. They are everywhere, in the trees and everywhere. All these people are supposed to be staying at home, you know, because of this virus and that. It's just not happening. It's really not happening. They are all over the place. And there's just thousands of people out. And of course I'm trying to keep out of the way of all of them. But it's not working terribly well. Now we are on a lost railway line here, and just to give you an idea of how many railway lines there are in the area, here's the one that we're on, and there's another one up there. We're going between Kilmarsh and Rother Valley Country Park, and you can see all the massive engineering works that went into doing this up there. So, it could have been a bit of a mistake trying to film down here, but we'll give it a go nonetheless. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are in the chat or if you can see this or whatever. I'm just going to have a little look and see if I can pull it up online. Yep, turns out you can see it, and some of the chat has decided to appear now. So Dominic is with us, Christopher is with us, Fat Hobbit is with us. Hello everybody. And well, there's 4 or 5 with us in the chat and about 70 million with us in person. Although it looks like I'm on my own out here, trust me, I'm not. As you can probably see from that. Christopher says, did I get his email about the signal? Yes, I did, Christopher. I got it this morning. and you've put a video up on YouTube, an updated video about your signal as well, haven't you? If I'm thinking right, you put an updated video on there. Have I got that right? Dominic says he's got to go and sort out something, but a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. So yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Dominic. There are thousands of people out here today as we walk down the old railway. Jimmy says, sorry I'm late, hope you have a safe and great Christmas. Yeah, hopefully we will, Jimmy. We'll do our best, shall we say. We will do our best. Now, because we're not doing what we were supposed to be doing today, because I've had to come somewhere a bit different where it's a bit easier to walk, because there was like torrential rain in the Bolsover area yesterday, and the tunnel that we basically would have walked on top of is across fields and things, and there's just no way we could walk on them at the minute with all the mud and that. So we're in a different place, and because we're in a different place, I don't really know a great deal about it, but there is a huge amount of infrastructure here. As you can see here, there's another little bridge up there. Michael T says, hi Andy, have a Merry Christmas, weather looks nice, enjoying a bright spell here in Bristol. Nice part of the world, Bristol. I do like Bristol. I've been to Colston Hall in Bristol, and yes, it's still Colston Hall to me. I've been there a couple of times to see Belinda Carlisle in concert. So yeah, been there a time or two. I do like Bristol. Right, we'll go a bit further. You can certainly tell this is an old railway track you're walking on, because when you come off the middle bit of it, you find yourself walking on ballast. So here is something that looks like was a bridge has been filled in or something, because there's like a deep ravine at either side of me here. You can see down there one deep ravine. And it's similarly deep at the other side. I'm going to go off the main path here and just try and get away from some of the people, because it is absolutely snidered with people here today. Jimmy Meyer says he's seen Belinda Carlisle at Manchester Apollo and the MEN Arena with Tina Turner. How are you, Jimmy? It's a small world. I don't think I've been to the Manchester Apollo and seen her. I've seen her in Manchester. We've gone all over the place and seen her, and in the past. There's a group of us that have done the whole tours in the past, where we've kind of done like sort of 8 or 10 or 12 dates in about a fortnight. So we have done that in the past, but don't tend to be arenas. that we do, because when she goes to arenas, she normally with other people on what they call the here and now tours or something similar to that, and we tend to go to just the solo shows, if you like. So I've turned off the main track bed here and walking out I thought was a path, and I'm now crossing another bridge which actually could well be wide enough to be another railway bridge, or almost, but I don't think it was a railway bridge, this. But this is a bridge that is actually over a still active railway line. Do you think we'd be lucky enough to get a train? I don't suppose we will we? Don't suppose we're going to be lucky enough to get a train, but if you look through there, you can see the railway tracks. She says he also met her in Smiths of Wigan about 15 years ago. Smiths of Wigan, is that a nightclub or a newsagent's, Jimmy? So, right, I don't think we're going to continue going where we were going, because I think it takes us away from the railways, but we'll go back over this bridge now. This bridge is in a terrible condition. Look how it's all rotted out at the bottom. You can see through it at the bottom. You know, it's absolutely terrible. And what have they done? Where the steel supports are rotted away, they just put a bit of concrete around it, but the steel supports are still rotted away. So I think the thing about this bridge is don't lean on the sides of it. And what's scary is there is an active railway track under here. So if you hear of a train hitting a bridge where the bridge actually come down to meet the train, it could well be this one, because look at the state of it. And there's a well-used railway track over there, as you can see. Christopher says yes, he did do an update of his signal. And Fat Hobbit says, I hope that bridge is safe. Yes, so do I, Fat Hobbit. I have to say, the state of it is incredible. I would have thought this bridge should be maintained by a rail track or something, or network rail, or whatever they call it these days, if it's over the railway. But the state of it, because the supports that hold it up, when you look at them there, you can see they're completely rusted through. You know, that's the supports that hold the sides of it up, and I can go to any of them, and they're all pretty much as bad as each other. Christopher says he finds a lot of sound to searchlight signals in Australia, of which he's got one of. If you've not been to Christopher's channel, Christopher 2000 on YouTube, go and check him out. And the air raid siren and things. And he's promised me he's going to set the air raid siren off on New Year's Eve. So we're going to hold you to that, Chris. We're going to hold you to that. Set the air raid siren off on New Year's Eve. Right, we'll go back to the main railway track down here. Right, to the left of the picture as you're looking at it now is what is now Rother Valley Country Park, which basically used to be a colliery mining coal. To the right is the village of Killamarsh, where we've just come from. So, which way are we going to go? will go to his left, I think, a little bit more. But even here where the tracks aren't so bad, you see, it's a bit muddy. It would have been super muddy across the middle of the ploughed fields on top of Bolsover Tunnel, which is why we've not done that today. But hopefully we might get to do it at some point next week. So watch out, we might have a go some point next week. I've also got to say sorry about the quality of the video on that last live that we did a couple of days ago from Byron Brickworks. I've now watched it back and it was very choppy. We were having trouble getting the signal back. We're doing all this with 4G mobile technology, and it is not easy to maintain the signal, shall we say. Out here the signal is much better, so I'm hoping you're going to be getting a better signal today for Christmas Eve. A better signal for Christmas. Fat Hobbit says it's a bit dangerous to rely on our friends at Network Rail. Yeah, it would appear so, Fat Hobbit. I'm quite surprised by the state of that bridge. Has it ever happened? Has the sides ever dropped off a bridge and hit a train on the track below or anything like that? Now I'm just walking into the trees here. I'm just walking off the track a bit here because there is here what appears to be something collapsed. You know, there's timbers, what could be old sleepers. There. Might be a bit long for sleepers though then. And then there's all this collapsed brickwork. Now has this been put here, or was this something that collapsed here? And what I'm now looking for, after our adventures at Byron Brickworks the other day, now I am about, maybe 10 miles away from there. I am actually looking for one that says that on it. Whether we will find one is anybody's guess. I don't think any of them do say Byron. Oh, there's one there. What's that? Armitage. Can you see that? Armitage written on there. And can you hear that in the background? In the background there, that is a train on that railway track where we just walked over that bridge. So whatever this was here, the bricks came from Armitage, or made by Armitage. And there's just loads and loads of this collapsed or bulldozed, whatever it is. All here in the undergrowth. So if anybody knows what this was between Rother Valley Country Park and Killermarsh, let me know. Because in some ways it doesn't look like this has been here like this all that long. So I wonder if it's something that was knocked down when all the pits and that in this area closed and this became a cycle path. I wonder if this is something that was demolished then. Right, let's go a bit further, shall we? Now, we seem to go off the railway a bit here because where I'm actually standing is not on the footpath. And if you can see, it's fairly straight going down there. but the footpath climbs here, so it looks like the footpath is actually going off of the railway track bed at this point. So we'll see where it goes, but there's all kinds of things here, all kinds of bits of concrete. That looks like a bit of trough for running signal cable and that in. That bit of concrete trough there, but it's on its side. And here is an old line side telegraph pylon. Can you see that? It's kind of upside down, but that's what it is. And before the insulator collectors ask me, no, unfortunately there aren't any nice porcelain or glass insulators left on it. Farbit says, is it something to do with the colliery, this class structure? I don't know, is a simple answer to that. I don't know the area well enough to be able to tell you if it is or not. I would say it's more likely something to do with the railway, and the railway may have had sidings here or something that were something to do with the colliery. So I can't tell you what it is for definite. I only wish I could, but I can't, so I won't. But we're going up now. You see, when the NCB closed all the collieries and that in this area, they had got like hundreds, maybe even thousands of dump trucks and graders and heavy equipment and stuff like that. So they moved massive amounts of earth to landscape things and totally changed the topology of the landscape in a lot of places. I mean, I'm fairly sure this is not right now where I am, because I'm walking uphill. Of course, railways aren't great at going up hills, and either side of me it stays flat, you know, it stays down on that level. So I think they've changed things here. And again, like when we were at Byron Brickworks the other day, if you look at the trees, none of them are particularly mature. A lot of them are silver birch trees that grow extremely fast, and they're very small. So let's go and have a look over this side and see what's down in this cutting here, because I think this could be more of the alignment of the actual railway down in there, you see. And that is, although you probably can't tell easily with all the trees that have grown up on it, that is dead flat in the bottom, as if there were 2 or 3 railway tracks down there. So it's changed a lot in this area. It's changed a heck of a lot. Jimmy says it's got to go. His mate's just rang. He says take care. All right. You take care too, Jimmy. We'll see you soon when we're back on a Sunday tea time in January. First Sunday in January, we'll be back with our normal Andy Shed Live. So just going to go a little bit further down here, and I can see another bridge looming over there. You see a bridge there in the background. So I'm hoping we can get a better view of that in just a moment as we walk up here. So this is that other railway track that we've been able to see for quite a while, and I think that one's abandoned as well. But this area is just crisscross with them. Big style. You see, we're going down again now. So it's like there was just like a hump of sort of mound of earth there, and going back down now, and just there, I would say you're back on the level again, somewhere there where my finger is. I would say you're back on the level again there, the original level. But you've gone across this hump, so I'm going in here now just to have a look and see if we can see anything of this other railway line as we go in here. And once you're in here, we can see some of it, including up on there what must be a bit of the neatest graffiti ever. Can you see that? Oh, it says Mills. So that looks like that's actually across the end of that track there. But we go in here and we can go under it and we can see the amazing infrastructure that is still left. You see, so there was obviously another railway line or something came under there to have that big metal span like that. And then going off further down there, it reverts to brick arches. So there's all kinds of things around here that that one can find if one just looks. Right, unfortunately it's almost time for me to go again, because I have a limited amount of time that I can do because of battery power and things like that. But we will definitely revisit this area in the future and find out a bit more about it. So if you're wondering about the history of it, we'll not leave you wondering. We will come back and we will do a bit more research and we'll be able to tell you a bit more about it, because I didn't realise there's quite so much stuff left down here. So we'll do a bit of research and we'll come back and we'll do a proper video about it. So anyway, before my battery dies completely, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and say thanks for watching, not just today but throughout the whole of 2020. All being well, I'll be back with Andy's Shed Live, a brand new series 8 I believe it's going to be, this next one, starting on Sunday the 3rd of January, normal time about 6 o'clock. And watch out next week, because we're hoping next week there is going to be at least one more Escape the Shed Live. And we might even, if the weather stays like this and the sun stays out and it dries up a bit, we might even get to the route of the old Bolsover tunnel. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. Thanks to Christopher, Fat Hobby, Jimmy and all the rest of the team out there in Chatland, and I will leave you with a view as we walk back now towards Killarmarsh, with the sun low in the sky. It's actually, although it was raining earlier on today, the weather now is actually pretty good. You know, I did wonder at lunchtime about totally cancelling this live stream because it was hammering it down with rain, but now the weather's pretty good, so hopefully Christmas Day and Boxing Day we might get a bit of sunshine and that, and we might all be able to get out and enjoy a bit of a walk. One of the few things that we can still do at the moment here in the UK with all these lockdown things and that are going on. But have a great Christmas, everybody, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.